y'all, it's time. Oh, I got to record it. That's important. Okay, we're recording, and it's time in 3, 2, 1.
I'll sue you and the department for this insult to my client. I'll file the case first thing in the morning.
Hey, counselor. You still have 3 or 4 hours before the courthouse closes.
What's up, ye pickle dicks?
This is the morning stream, and what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Good morning and welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett.
Hello!
Hello and good morning.
Hello and good day to you, Scott.
Good morn, good day, good night, good
day.
What's another thing they always say, old-timey? Good morrow. Good morrow to you.
Good morrow. What was Truman's thing? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Oh, I forgot
whatever
about
his thing.
a-
Not Harry Truman, but
Yeah.
Carrie Truman.
Carrie Truman.
Carrie Truman, not Harry Truman, but Carrie Truman.
I never realized that you could make a pun there.
Right.
I don't know what use it is, but I like it.
Like, what did he say after that? Didn't he say, whenever I see you first or something like that? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever I see you first, or whatever comes first. What was the...
Something like that. And then later they did that thing they do in movies where earlier it's said in that way, but then later they use it as a poignant moment of...
I think it's the last thing he says to Ed Harris before he walks out the mystery door.
That's right.
Yes, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah, that movie's great.
It is so good. I think it's time for a rewatch. We haven't done that one for Film Sack.
No, but I think it's film sack worthy.
I think it is Film Sack
You know,
worthy. Yeah.
because it's enough to talk about. It's not a pure comedy. It's not a pure drama. It's like a weird in-between thing.
Yeah.
I love the director. I think we should do it. Let's do it.
I
Plus,
think so.
Ed Harris wears a little freaking Andy Cap thing.
He does. He wears a little Scottish cap like Alan Cumming, who we talked about at length in our pre-show.
Yeah.
Patron. If you're not a patron and you want to hear about Alan Cumming, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
If you are a patron and you want to hear Alan Cumming talk, nope. If you're not a patron,
Yeah.
Keep
going.
you want to see what Alan Cumming is up to.
We're almost there. We're almost there. You almost had it.
Become a patron, and you can hear us talk about Cumming, the Alan version.
The Alan version. The Alan take.
Exactly. He was in the running to be Lockhart in the second Harry Potter film, the one that went to
who played Lockhart?
Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, right.
Branagh.
I like Branagh. I like that.
Branagh.
Yeah,
Branagh.
he was okay in it, but Alan Cumming would have been an interesting take.
He would have been great.
Sure.
He would have added a nice little foppish arrogance to it. I think that would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been all right. So look at that. If you're a patron, you get a little Alan Cumming pre-show and a little Alan Cumming
little
post-show.
Alan Cumming.
Yep. Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, is he somebody who maybe should have changed his name kind of early?
Yeah.
Alan Cumming?
Courthouse,
Yeah.
$50, you're done. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it would be £50 for him.
Although I think he had his early Hollywood days were notorious for his good times, and I think maybe he thought he probably embraced that aspect.
It was kind of
it.
a punk, right? It was kind of like a punk thing, like I'm Alan Cumming, F you,
F you, I'm cool, you're not, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But oh, thank you, dear, a warm beverage, thank you.
Oh, look
Sorry,
at that.
my wife
Nice.
showed up with a nice hot thing of tea, which always warms my heart as I'm doing the show. Well, anyway, hey, speaking of weird, we did a pre-show. We talked about some weird Marvel heroes, and
we did, yeah.
we finally have some clarity from Gene in Brooklyn Q, or from Brooklyn Q. I'm not sure what the Q is. Brooklyn Q?
Brooklyn Q.
Just says from Brooklyn Q. I don't know what that means. But anyway, Gene wrote in.
Brooklyn.
This is about maybe it's Brooklyn. Matter Eater Lad. We've talked about a lot of times as being the dumbest hero in the history of ever.
Yeah.
And this message is for you. This was a text that we got at 801-471-0462. He says, Matter Eater Lad once saved the world because he ate a bomb that was going to destroy it. Can Batman claim he ever saved the world? I think not. I mean, Batman can,
really?
can claim it.
Wait, I think Batman definitely can claim that he saved the world. I haven't read every issue of Detective Comics, or the Batman series, or any like of the hundreds of different Batman series there have been with thousands of issues.
Yeah.
I'm sure in one of those Batman saved the world.
I'm 100% sure of it. In fact, I know of it because I read. Let's just take one series. Did he
ever, like, was he involved in the defeat of Darkseid at some point?
Hell yes. So that was thwarted a number of times.
The whole thing is being DC Thanos, basically.
Sure. He's helped. Anytime the JLA does anything to save the universe, Batman's involved. Mm-hmm. And now, did he ever save it on his own? Probably. I feel like he took actions in the Deceased series. Deceased series. Because it has DC at the beginning.
Deceased.
Yeah, it's a fantastic series if you haven't read it. But way more than just DC zombies. It's very good. Anyway.
All right, and a couple of people are correcting me. I used to pronounce it Darkseid, and then somebody told me, no, Brian, it's pronounced Darkseid. And I could have sworn it was even like on Comic Dorks or some show that...
Or even this chat room prior told us this. I feel like I have been told 100 times in my life that it was never Darkseid, it was always Darkseid. So
I always thought, Darkseid, what a great name for a character. And somebody will actually, and they push their glasses up their nose, and then they say, "Brain, it's pronounced Darkseid."
Are you guys gaslighting us? Come on now. I've heard Darkseid, then Darkseid, then Darkseid again. Mm-hmm. Get it straight.
Yeah.
The important part is that Batman has saved the world many times. Okay. Look, I get it. That Matter Eater Lad ate a bomb, and that did save people, and that's good. Good on him, Matter Eater Lad. But I still say you can't throw Batman under the bus necessarily if it's all about saving the world. He's done it. He's been there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Galactus also being talked about in our texts, and this is talking about Nicolas Cage as Galactus because we're talking about casting him. And we didn't come up with this name. We didn't say Nick Cage, but he says, you all missed the obvious movie trailer tagline that Galactus Cage could eat a planet for hours. Love the show.
How did we miss that? That is actually kind of great.
Yeah. Also, I'm trying to think if that's not bad casting. It'd be okay, wouldn't it?
No, well,
give me your hot take on that. What do you think about that? Nicolas Cage's
personally, I think Nicolas Cage adds too much of a flair to Galactus, who without his giant size and ability to consume planets should be the most like nondescript, boring looking actor character that they should find. It needs to be like not John Hamm, but I mean somebody who's got just kind of like a handsome but
square jaw,
more non-distinct. I mean, I don't think John Hamm is at all a non-distinct actor. He's like,
I know what you're saying though. There's a type,
like what's his face who played Dr. Midnight? I don't know. In Watchmen and yes, who's that actor?
Dr. Manhattan, you mean?
I'm sorry. Oh, Dr. Manhattan. Jeez, Dr. Midnight. Different. That'd be what's his face? Bond guy.
I can't think of his name. He was in Almost Famous.
Yes, and he was in the morning show. What the hell's that guy's name? Billy Crudup. Thank you.
Billy Crudup. Is it Crudup or Crudup?
Crudup.
Crudup.
However you pronounce it. Somebody will tell us we're pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, Billy Crudup would be a great Galactus.
Gonna go ahead and throw my vote that way. That's a great one. Good
or
pick.
is it typecasting to make him both
a little bit
and Galactus, right?
A little bit, but he's got other work. He's fine. He's doing other cool stuff. So it's not like he's not trapped in a career of just playing these guys.
It'd be much better to get typecast as those kind of characters than the kind of character he is on the morning show.
That's right.
On Apple TV Plus, which everybody should watch.
Yeah, don't watch that. Don't call it TMS though, you jerks.
No, even though they do.
Yeah, it's bastards. Anyway, well, thank you for that recommendation.
Crud Seed.
Oh, Crud
Billy
Seed.
Crud Seed.
Billy Crud Seed. Side. Billy Crud Side? Oh, man. Now I don't know. Also, a little bit of a parental nepotism moment for me.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Obviously, this is I have a connection here, so just a full disclosure, it's my daughter I'm talking about. But my daughter Carter an artist has her commissions open currently. There are not many left, positions that is to say, or spots. So if you want to get any commissioned artwork going from her, if you've seen her work, then you know why you need to. If you haven't seen it, then go check it out at Instagram.com/Miss Carter E, MISS Carter E.
Cartier.
Yeah, the E is for Elizabeth, but it's also the way they pronounced her name at her graduation from high school. They say they were announcing names, and they go Cartier Johnson.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, and I was so annoyed. She didn't care, but I was pissed. I was irritated.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's actually, you know what? I think I kind of would have loved it if they would have mispronounced my name at my graduation.
Yeah,
Brian Ebo.
Yeah, knowing now how kind of dumb high school graduation is kind of dumb. Like,
we told that. Here's a really, really quick story about the Ebo, about the history of Ebo.
Go.
My grandmother was an artist. My British grandmother, Josephine, passed away several years ago. Very talented artist, and somehow had gotten through a friend some stuff hung in a gallery. And she kind of went there sort of incognito, not saying, "Hey, I'm Josephine Ibbett, blah, blah, blah," but was just kind of hanging there. And a couple ladies walk into, look in front of her painting, and one of them, trying to sound smart to the other one, says, "Oh, it's an Ebo."
Really? They did like a French
It's been a family joke for years now.
A little French end to the Ibbett. I like that.
Exactly. Like that's the only way they could have thought to have pronounced IBBOTT.
I love that. That's actually great.
It's an Ebo.
See, I'd embrace that and think that's great. I'm like, look, you did. It's become a family thing. You guys will have it forever. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, go to Instagram.com/Miss Carter E. And the reason you want to go there is because there's a post that tells you everything about how she does commissions, pricing, how she deals with getting you sketches and stuff like that. I think she only requires like $50 down or something just to get going. Mm-hmm. So anyway, she's got a few slots left. It's closing fast. If you have any interest in that, Instagram.com/Miss Carter E. Okay. Cool. We heard from Dunaway. I don't know if we've given him time. I've eaten away the clock.
Let's see if he's checked in the game. I think he was thinking it was going to be close to the 9:30 mark for us, so we could we kill another couple minutes, guys. Talk about the greatness of Billy Crudup. I did put a link to how to pronounce Dark Side or Dark Seed in our thing.
Oh, okay. Wait, let's play it. No, this is great. Okay, so I gotta unmute the browser.
Again, what we're doing is we're just basically saying, oh, somebody made a YouTube video, which obviously you would have to be an authority to be able to make a YouTube video, so therefore they must be accurate.
Oh, yeah, 100% this is correct. I mean, it's a YouTube video, so it can't be wrong.
Not just anybody can make a YouTube video.
No, not at all. I can't sit and record 2 hours of a video game last night and post it just all by myself. It doesn't work that way. Okay, I'm going to hit play here. Let's see what we get. With full volume, yeah. Oh, it's one of these slow fade-ins.
Of course it is. At how to pronounce the name of fictional supervillain character appearing in comic books published by DC Comics.
How is this person going to tell us how to pronounce something in English?
I know, dude. I mean, I don't want. Look, I'm going to let him have his say, but I'm a little concerned about.
It's going to be the name of the character is Dark Side. A Fred Armisen joke. Dark Side.
Yeah, that's what I'm a little worried about. But let's see what he does here.
His name, you can pretty much forget about the strange spelling of it. It's simply Dark Side.
So it is Dark Side, not Dark Seed.
Dark Side. All right.
DARKSEID. That doesn't seem right.
It's pronounced Derek Sade.
How about, wait, they got Thor Ragnarok in here. Hold on, let's see what this one is.
All right.
Is this the same
We
guy?
are looking at how to pronounce the name of 2017 American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character Thor. How do you go about pronouncing the name of this movie? Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
All right.
That's great.
Sure. All right.
Oh, I found a Kevin Feige one. Hold on.
Oh, Ben, please tell me it's by the same guy.
I don't know. Oh,
Is
yes, it is.
The little flags on either side.
Yeah, it's totally him. All right, here we go. This is great.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of...
Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm getting a little TMS listening to this guy's voice. Oh, hold on. Wow.
Oh my gosh. We have
Okay.
like a Barry White album we can play while we listen to this. All right. Here we go. Let's try it.
This American film and television producer will be looking at how to say more names from Marvel Universe, the MCU. As well, he is indeed the president of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige.
So it is Feige, according to this guy.
Yeah, no, which is correct. I like. He's either really pitching to start being a sports announcer for golf games, or he's trying not to wake up his mom.
Yeah, I don't know which it is, but man, that's weird. Oh, he's got a. Okay, Claire, this is for you. Listen up.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of Irish and American actress who's received numerous accolades, including a Golden Globe Award and nominations for 4 Academy Awards and 5 British Academy Film Awards. We are looking at how to pronounce Saoirse Ronan.
Wait a minute.
I know, he even F's up and corrects himself.
Wait a minute.
Saoirse Ronan?
That
Saoirse,
guy.
Saoirse.
I don't think you are allowed to have a pronunciation channel, which is all you're doing here, and you don't edit out your false start to the name.
Is this live? Like, did he not have an opportunity to edit?
It's just these like, what? And nobody is. The guy.
Oh,
My
I
favorite
love this.
comment in here is the guy says, this guy named Martin says, "How do you pronounce award?" Because the guy doesn't know how to do it.
It's pronounced Emma Stone.
Oh my gosh. So Claire, was he even close? Or are you gonna freak out?
The second, yeah, is Saoirse, because she on Saturday Night Live, she even had a song where she says it's Saoirse, like inertia. She had a whole song about it.
All right, let's hear that one part one more time.
Saoirse Ronan.
Okay. I mean, Rehan in the chat says he's just emphasizing, sure, but it's weird.
Yeah, okay.
He doesn't do it consistently. Is the thing.
Saoirse.
That's amazing. What a nice little rabbit hole you sent us down. All right.
Fantastic. Do we have Dunaway now? We do.
He is
Dunaway's
in? Oh
the
my
game.
gosh.
Well done.
Perfect.
Good,
Perfect. This is all going the way we planned. All right, here he comes. Reminder, chat room, if you want to ping me in DM, do it right now on Discord. Because if you do that right now, you'll be pulled in. One of you, I'll do the 4th person, as I usually do. And that 4th person will get to participate in today's contest. If you don't have me friended or just want to send me one direct, Frog Pants, then the hashtag 1277, so you don't mix me up with whatever other Frog Pantses there are out there. All right, here we go. Yes, that's right. Time for us to play a little game that Brian Ibbett has made for us, and we do it with our old pal Brian Dunaway, joins us all the way from sunny South Carolina. Hello, Brian.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi. How's things? How's work today? You doing all right?
Oh, it felt better. You know, I was actually under the weather yesterday, but I feel a little better today. Yeah, although, you know, I'm not going to complain about it. It's just the pollen, it's the stuff in the air, the plants trying to fornicate in my
bacterial
nose.
or viral or anything like that.
No.
Hey,
That's
how do you
good.
pronounce the DC character that is basically DC's Thanos?
Yeah. Starts with dark.
Starts with dark.
Yeah. How do you say it?
Dark Seed?
Is that really how you pronounce it?
No, I
okay.
bounce back and forth. Dark Side, Dark Seed. It's just who I'm around.
Bounce back and forth because people seem to always tell you, no matter how you pronounce it, that you're pronouncing it incorrectly?
It's always wrong.
No, it's Dark Seed, Brian. Seeing the story, Superman 192. No, I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just dark whatever.
Yeah.
He's dark butthole.
He is dark butthole. Yeah. You're right.
A French guy just told us it's pronounced Dark Seed.
No,
I'm taking the crap while I'm recording this.
Well, I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better today because, boy, you're going to need it for this contest we're about to have. Let's see if I have... Oh, I have a lot, so let's pick our 4th person. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I know who it is. It's our old pal I Am Sci-Fi. Let's get him in here.
Oh.
I Am Sci-Fi is 4th in the row. Sorry to 9 of 12 on the 3rd, and the 5th was Claire. So you guys are out. No big deal though, because there's always a chance for a future.
Ian's always ready.
Yeah, we're always ready here for you. Let's see if Ian answers. We're ringing him. Ian, if you're there, pick up. If not, we go to number 4. Oh, you guys don't really want it to be Claire today, do you? Do you really want that? Ian, come on.
She actually didn't. She just sent a voice recording of her pronouncing Saoirse Ronan.
Oh, so she didn't mean to.
Oh,
well then you know
didn't
what
mean
might
to,
happen.
Mr. Frodo.
Let's see here. He says, oh no, not this call. No, we have to call you, dude. Here, let me try it again.
No, we call you.
Yeah, you can't. We can't. Hold on. Where is it? I Am Sci-Fi. Oh, he's right here. Okay, you have to join the call I'm ringing you from. Here we go. Let's try that again. Ring. Yeah, he tried to call me directly. That doesn't work that way.
Oh.
Because then I wouldn't have you guys. You guys would go away. You'd be in a whole other call. Whole other channel.
Oh, no. Can I still click the button?
So hit accept there. Yeah, it's still ringing. Oh, Ian, we're losing you. I might have to go to September.
I am Darkseid.
Oh, man. All right. He ain't answering. Remove from the group.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's just how it is. Okay, so now we add September. She's 9 of 12.
Oh,
so that's not a problem.
See, sometimes it pays to be number 3.
Yeah,
that's right.
Sometimes. Whoops. Why isn't she showing up? That's weird. Hold on 1 second. 9 of 12. There we go. All right. Here it comes. September, answer that call.
You just tell me who you want to be on the contest.
Yeah, I keep getting a call from Ian. Ian, you're supposed to answer the call, not call. Is it not? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not working.
Am I doing it right?
The calls are coming from within Discord.
She's not answering either. Is something weird?
Oh, jeez. Is it?
Could it be Discord?
It could be. Something might be.
Damn you, Discord.
Doesn't make any
sense.
Or as I
call it, Discord.
Discord. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Well, let me try her again. September, are you seeing this when I call you?
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
There we go.
Hi.
Yay.
Hi. You made it.
This was being weird. Like
Yeah.
I accepted the call, but then I actually also had to turn on my voice.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Well, funky
You have
as
to
it
turn
is.
that on.
Funky Cole Medina.
Yeah, the
Weird.
little like telephone receiver looking thing.
I
And
know,
also
I'm just
press
like,
Oh, that's weird that you have to click that. Anyway, hey, you're here, and that's all that matters. Brian Ibbett, will you explain to September, who's seen this a million times, how it works, and then what she might win today if she wins?
Sure, I am here to tell you how to play the game called the Tadpool Feud.
Oh, good.
I've surveyed the Tadpole on some nerdy topics. Scott and Brian have to predict the answers that you guys gave us, and it's Scott and Brian's job to see how many of those answers they can guess. September, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. And if your team wins, you get a prize package that includes 5 dates and Scourgebringer. Scourgebringer's
pretty good.
Bringer.
Yeah, that's a good game. I like that game.
Yeah.
Both of those on Steam, and both of those courtesy of our friend Wesley. Wesley.
Shut
All
up,
right,
Wesley.
Let's get to our game because my gosh, we've all just been waiting.
Yeah.
Pins and needles to figure this out.
That's right.
Please proceed to place those hands on on said buzzers and
Right.
give your best answer to this. We asked 514 members of the Tadpool to give us their response to this. What's your favorite potato chip or crisp?
Potato chip or crisp? Someone said Doritos. Doritos.
That was mine.
Show
Who
me
am I working
Doritos.
Nobody yet.
Nobody yet.
Nobody yet. You gotta wait. Probably Brian.
I thought
If he
for
gets it
sure I'm
right.
gonna repeat the whole question for Brian.
Yeah, I must
Good
have
thing
missed
I
it.
almost said the same thing. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
What's your favorite potato chip or crisp flavor?
Oh shit.
Oh, Doritos not a flavor? Come on.
Doritos is
Not
a
a potato
flavor.
chip.
It's a
Right.
flavor. It's a flavor of 12-year-old boy socks. That's what that smells
Ugh.
like. Yeah.
Ugh.
You ever notice that they hit
That's true.
puberty?
Why are
No,
you
it's
putting
totally
12-year-old boy socks in your mouth?
Listen,
I don't want to know.
when
I'm going to go with.
When 12-year-olds hit 12, boys, I don't
Right.
know about girls, their feet smell like Doritos, and it's gross. Anyway, go ahead. It's your turn.
I'm going to go with salt and vinegar, even though I hate
Salt and vinegar.
Oh, I
All
love
right.
it. Hate it.
Show me that classic flavor right there. Number one answer on the board.
That's
so
the
to
thing.
answer your question, September, you're playing with Brian.
There you go. Okay. So to answer your question, Scott, he said, you like salt and vinegar? And I'm like, no, sir, I do not. And the reason why, because I think it's number one, because people who like salt and vinegar really like salt and vinegar.
Mhm.
And people who don't are kind of like, oh, no.
It's my go-to every time there's chips involved. I love them.
Right.
Oh, no, we lost September.
We lost
and that
September.
is totally, she's back. But that is totally true. My go-to is salt and vinegar as well. Although, after looking at this list, there's a few I need to add to my rotation, apparently.
Your repertoire. Yeah.
Every year, like that's like their game every year, right? It's like, oh, we're gonna bring out a new chip flavor.
Oh yeah, remember we were getting those on the show to try. It was Lay's or somebody was coming out with these really bizarre flavors that we would try on the show, like octopus and goat urine or something.
Yeah, remember that?
My favorite is when they had the contest. Here's a mystery flavor. Why don't you tell us what it is? And then we all write in and they pick it. It's hilarious.
Which really was just their way of saying Bob in production forgot to label a drum of chips.
Right.
And we
What do you
don't
think
know what
this
flavor
is?
this is. Please tell us what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Okay,
Brian, you in
September.
September. Yeah.
What do you guys got?
What do you think? You got an opinion?
I think all dressed had to have been said.
All dressed?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
man.
yes.
This is how you know someone from the eastern side of the country is on the show, because we never call them that out here. I don't
We
know
got
why.
Canadians.
I did have to look this up. Yeah, all dressed is a mix of ketchup, barbecue sauce, sour cream, and onion, and salt and vinegar. And I need some of this in my life. But did enough people say it?
Yeah.
To make it land in the top 10. Let's find out. Show me all dressed.
Oh,
there is some good points there, September. Good job.
Nowhere to go.
What the heck voice was that? I love it. All right.
That's me being excited.
Yeah.
Back off.
That's
I was
right.
sick yesterday, and I feel better today.
That's right.
Good,
Let you have you. You be you, man. Go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
My fiance hates when I say that. You be you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm just saying you have the freedom
To be
to be
yourself.
whatever you want to be.
That's right.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
September, what you got? You got something else?
I want clarification on whether like Doritos flavors count. Like, are they technically
like
a
Cool
chip?
Ranch?
So here's the thing: it never matters if they count or not. If they're
matters what the
technically
tadpole
accurate,
says.
it matters what the tadpole said.
Yeah. They could have said butt moon. And
So
if
if
enough of them
you-
had said it,
If you believe that the tadpole didn't pay enough attention to the words
Right.
potato chip in the headline, then certainly guess a flavor that.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well,
yeah.
then I
know
think
it was
they're
helpful
most
without
likely-
being helpful. I hope.
Right.
Everyone has favorite Doritos. Mine is not. I like the sweet chili, but I bet people said Cool Ranch just because it's the first thing that came in their head.
Yeah,
Ranch.
those are
That's a
good.
good answer to me. Good
I'd-
answer.
I'd
Good
eat-
answer.
I'd eat those right now if there was some in front of me. I love
Oh,
them.
without a
Yeah.
doubt. Without a doubt. All right,
Boy, you
show
want to
me.
stink a room up. That'll do it. Stink a
Show
room
me
up.
them Cool Ranch potato chip Doritos. Number 7. Yeah, there are ranch flavored potato chips or crisps. So I'm never going to take an incorrect, factually incorrect answer out of the running, but
Right.
there are ranch chips, so it totally fits.
Sure.
Right.
All right. Back to you
Interesting.
guys.
You have another winner up your sleeve, September?
Oh, it's so hard to think of like what people would say versus what.
Right. Well, I think that there's some type of cheddar cheese always like
The sour cream and cheddar.
Ooh, sour cream
Ruffles
and cheddar.
are
Oh,
good,
Ruffles
especially when they're
sandwiches.
garlicky. Sometimes they're not.
Yeah. So what are we going with?
Is that what you're going with?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we lost her again. My gosh.
Do you guys want to do sour cream and cheddar?
I guess.
You're like you're all of a sudden you're rudderless.
September.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
okay.
back.
All right. You want to go with that one?
You want to go with the
Re-authenticating.
what was it doing?
What is it? Where?
Sour cream and cheddar, or just you just want to do sour cream, or you want to do sour cream and cheddar, or what you want? What's your pull?
I think sour cream and cheddar is superior. I hope people agree.
Okay, well then there you go. There's your answer. Show us on the boards.
All right. Show us cheddar and sour cream, the correct order that those are placed in. On the bag of Ruffles, number 5 on
Oh,
the
yummy.
list.
I do
I
like
feel
those.
like
again another one that I need to check out because I don't think I've had the cheddar and sour cream.
Oh, you'll love them. They're really good. I
Sure
feel
I
like
will.
they're a little bit goes a long way though. You don't want to eat too many of those.
Yeah.
They're
cool.
good though.
All right.
All right, you
What
guys are
about-
creaming me here. What else do you got?
I know, right? I hate to even say anything because you're killing. You're getting all the good points. What do you think? You got another one up your sleeve there? What you thinking? It's not I've got one, but
I'm vacillating between plain old traditional barbecue.
yes, it's barbecue. That was on my mind as well. Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Let's give that a shot.
Yeah.
Let's give that BBQ.
Got to be careful, right, that you don't give Scott answers in case you get a strike. All right, show me the old B to the B to the Q. Number 3.
One of my favorites. That's the top for me. Much better than salt.
Yeah, but again, they to me they're mealy and oily. I don't know. They're not my favorite.
What's the cord? What are you talking about?
Well,
You talking
okay,
about Pringles?
specifically like Lay's brand. I don't those.
Okay.
Those I get sick of those really fast. Whereas
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Lay's cheddar and sour cream, not so much. Like
Yeah.
salt and vinegar, I could eat a whole bag and probably kill me, but I love them. So Lay's is like a land of various landmines, and some of them blow up in ways I like. How about that?
I feel like barbecue was the first non-traditional chip flavor that we got, and we
Right.
just got so excited about it that now it's like barbecue. It's like this is when they first introduced cherry Coke in cans, and we're like, oh my god, a different flavor of Coke. We're all over this, and now it's like cherry Coke.
It doesn't really taste like barbecue. I know I have in my mind what barbecue chips taste like, but does it taste like barbecue?
Not
as well?
really. Not really, in my opinion. I think the best barbecue flavor anything I've ever had in a chip form are the barbecued Fritos. Those are really good.
Oh God, Fritos.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll stink a room up too.
Yeah,
boy.
that'll. You think corn nuts will stink a room up? Try some Fritos. Yep. Corn.
What else you got? September. I'm on Easy Street.
Look
this
at
week.
you.
Man,
You're
this
just
is
giving
easy.
it all to her. All right.
Yeah.
This is easy.
I love those. How are those coattails feeling there, Brian?
Right.
Yeah.
They're comfy. Ooh.
Oh, shoot. There's fewer answers. It's getting harder.
Yeah.
What about? People are coming up with all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
Oh, chat room. Yeah.
And barbecue covers all the barbecue, right? Because
Barbecue covers all the barbecue. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a valid question because there were a bunch of different kind of barbecue-ish flavors, and I just kind of lumped them together.
Right.
In barbecue.
Just like those potato chips.
Lumped all those potato chips.
Both of them.
yes.
Yep.
So what about ketchup?
Oh yeah,
I
the Canadians.
know
that's-
chips, but they're a thing.
Oh,
that
They're
people are
very
really
Canadian.
fanatic about.
Very
Very
Canadian.
Canadian, very British.
Canadian.
Yeah. They're very good,
Yes.
and I love them, and I wish they would come here, but for whatever reason, they stay out of the
very
States.
expensive. Very expensive. My son Andrew, he loves those, and we'll get them for Christmas sometimes. And I think I paid like $30 for a bag.
Oh my
during
gosh.
The pandemic.
Do you have Cost Plus World Market near you, Brian?
Yeah, we have
Are there-
a world market, but there was nothing there. We
really?
scoured that place. We had to order this off freaking eBay.
Oh,
and it came in
man.
little bitty.
eBay?
It was
Really?
crushed. It was crushed up and stuff. It was like, here's your stupid
Okay.
barbecue. Here's your stupid ketchup chips. Eat 'em.
All right. Here's maybe where you and I are astride a massive canyon. I will never eat anything I buy off eBay.
Like I said, it was desperate. It was desperate.
Well, they have, eBay in a lot of ways is just straight up store now for places, right? Like you just buy.
And that's how this was. It might
Yeah.
have been like a world
Okay,
market
that's
eBay
true.
store or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't just like buy it off Joe's barbecue.
Yeah, it's not like some
chips
guy's
and
got a
ketchup
bad
chips.
photo of a bag of chips on his desk going, all
Right.
right, I'm going to let
I
these
didn't
go
want
for the
these.
highest bidder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll drink water in a lift after watching Spree, but you. Or the vice versa. Yeah, you won't drink the water in a Spree, but you'll buy chips you bought off eBay. All right,
I'll
show me-
remind
show
you,
me-
I didn't eat the chips. I
Yeah.
just purchased
You
them.
just
true,
bought 'em.
That's true. Okay.
Okay.
You would force somebody else eating them. Hey, show me ketchups. Yeah,
Oh,
number
big
9.
points. Scott, can you even
Mike,
catch up in this
nope,
point?
he's absolutely mathematically eliminated. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Out of
So
the game.
congratulations,
Well, then.
September. Let's
Yeah.
play
Wow,
this
this
out.
was
with
easy
the
for me
last
today.
4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh.
You haven't even had a buzz yet, I don't think.
No.
Nope. Okay, so sour cream and onion.
Oh, yeah,
I
duh.
think that was probably the
wait.
second flavor that happened with
Right.
barbecue.
That's perfect. And now I'm not worried about Scott. I'll also say pizza is my favorite, by the way. I love the
Oh,
Pringles
yeah.
pizza.
Pringles pizza. Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
you know what
those
though,
are gross.
Pringles? One day we're gonna be held to account for those as a
Yeah.
race, as a human race, because really, it's just it starts as goo and then gets pushed into a shape. It's just it's horrendous what we've done
It's
there.
the McRib of chips, really, is what it is.
It is.
Did you know the shape is on purpose? Like you're supposed to eat them where you get the most surface area on your tongue?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I saw this on the how things are made, or what's that show?
Yes.
Yeah.
How it's made. Yeah.
And that's where I learned about the goo going, into these molds, and I just went, ugh, what are we doing? And then we put them in a tube. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Who are we?
And-
What
and
standards do we have?
When you think about it, it's got to be a lot more work to produce Pringles than just regular chips that you put the same Pringles flavoring on, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, oh, we either have this machine that just slices the potato and throws them in the fryer. Oh, no. We've got this machine that grinds the potatoes. Then it puts it into a separent machine that puts that goo
Puts them
into
back
a form.
again.
Yes. And we can make one chip at a time before with this machine, and then it moves on.
It's annoying.
The who errors people is answered by once you pop, you can't
You
stop.
can't stop.
That's right.
You can't.
I can't remember what you chose, by the way.
Sour cream and onion.
Okay, good. That's what I thought. All right. Show me sour cream and onion. It's number 2. Sour cream and
Yes.
onion, sour cream and chive.
Dur. That makes sense. Yeah.
Dur.
I don't know why I didn't say that.
What else we got?
3 answers left.
I don't even want Scott to even touch this board at this point. I'm like, I want it to be a shame.
I don't blame you, dude.
Yeah. This would be kind of like a record in feud
yeah.
history if you were able to get the entire board without a single strike.
Well, it's
no
not
pressure.
sour. Yeah, it's not salt and vinegar, but the pickle chips I know have been very popular with people as well. But what do you think, September? I'm not going to group it up.
I love dill pickle chips.
Yeah, I actually like pickle chips, which is weird. Can't stand salt and vinegar, but pickle chips I like. But they're kind of similar.
The trick with salt and vinegar is the kettle chips.
Oh yes,
are a whole different animal. They're so much better because I think the vinegar disintegrates salt and vinegar regular potato chips, and they're just greasy mess.
Yeah,
you're right.
But the kettle chip ones,
funny side story while you're deciding if that's real or not. My wife was in. we were in a Jimmy John's drive-through the other day.
Jimmy John's has a drive-through where you're at?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they
Well,
totally do.
I don't think we've got a single one here that I know of that's a drive-through Jimmy John's.
I think all of ours do. That's weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay.
Anyway, so we're going through the drive-through, and the guy, we get up to the thing, and Kim says, "Do you guys can we get an extra bag of Tipple picks?" She says it that way. And I said, no, I didn't say that. I knew she meant pickle chips, but she said tickle.
Yeah.
Oh no, she said tickle pips. Tickle pips.
Tickle pits? Okay.
Pips. And I said, well, I didn't say anything. I laughed really hard.
Yeah.
She turned around and she hit me so hard in this left arm that now I still have a little bruise here from tickle pips.
How's your pickle pips? They taste good? Yeah.
They had them.
Want to order?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It's not really a bag called Tickle Pips, right?
No, she was looking for
pickle chips.
Pickle chips.
Yeah.
She just screwed it up when she said it. And, like I have any right to laugh at that. I do that all the time.
Right, exactly.
And boy, she let me know. Whew. Anyway, that's your fun
all
little
right.
side
Okay.
story.
Well, let's. I love it.
What are we going with, September?
Are you going with pickle chips?
We're going pickle chips, or what you want to do?
Pickle chips.
I
didn't ask you.
Tickle pips.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go with some pickly chips.
All right. Show me dill pickle.
Oh, that's a
she
shame.
shouldn't have
Number
said anything.
11.
Oh.
Basically, if 3 more people would have said
Edge.
pickle chips, then Tickle Pips would have made it into the list.
Tickle
So
Pips.
Scott actually gets a crack at the board.
All right.
All X's. All X's.
This will probably be a throwaway here, but I'm going to say plain.
Okay.
Oh.
Like just a standard ass potato chip.
You would say that.
Of course I would.
Brian's
It
response
does
to
say
that was
favorite
absolutely
potato
hilarious.
chip, not favorite flavor.
Yeah,
That's
I mean
true,
it's
yes.
a flavor. What is Lay's by itself? It's just chips. So
I mean, salted
Like
is a
pure
flavor,
flavor.
right?
yeah,
Okay,
salted
potato
chip.
flavored. Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Just-
Potato flavored chips.
Yeah.
All right. Show me plain.
Yeah,
Number
so-
4. Yeah, plain original salted. Just I also lumped lightly salted in there because come on,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
am I gonna
yeah,
say?
yeah.
It's like, it's basically the same thing. It's just your plain original potato flavor.
It's the dip lover's choice.
That's right.
You know what? It is because it's right. It absorbs whatever flavor of dip you put with it.
Okay, now it's
like you're putting
tricky.
Scott in there.
2 left, and I feel like everything's been covered, so this is not easy. So let's say, it almost came out.
A little pee. What almost came out.
Oh, what is it that she gets and likes? My wife has a thing of lemon.
Oh.
I don't know the name. Lemon something.
You don't.
Okay.
Is it
Lemon
the
zest.
jalapeno lime?
Ooh, now
Oh,
that's
is it
good.
lime?
Ooh,
Maybe
lime.
I'm thinking of lime, but I don't know about
That's
the
exactly what
jalapeno.
you're thinking of.
Ah, crap. You know what? I'm saying jalapeno lime. Let's do it. That might be what I'm talking about.
All right.
That's a
All
good
right. Show me maybe lemon, but could be lime jalapeno.
Nothing. Oh,
I'm gonna
shit.
go ahead and give it. I'm gonna give it to you,
Fried
even though it's
sauce.
just jalapeno flavor.
Okay.
Nobody said anything that contained lemon.
Or-
In
but
the
how about
entire
lime?
Lime did come up. Let me find it.
Coconut?
here.
Anything like that?
Nothing with the coconut.
Okay.
You drink it all up. You do
Oops.
the lime
Let's
and the
see. Maybe
coconut.
not. Why is my find not working? Come on, find something. Can I? Oh, there it is. Lime.
Jalapeno lime and just sour cream, by the way, is the bomb.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
Zero limes. Zero lemons.
No limes?
Zero limes.
Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
No limes. Yeah.
All right, my final stab will be the French onion.
Oh, sure.
Some people like those. I do not, but French onion.
Okay. French onion. Show me French onion.
Ah, damn it.
All right.
Okay, somebody
We got one
named
answer left
Tipple.
on the board. Just, you guys
Never even heard of this.
Somebody named
Yes.
Tickle Pips just followed the channel.
One thing.
I don't know who that is, but someone went
Right.
out and like registered the name and then followed the channel. Anyway, go
Nice.
ahead.
Love
Sorry.
it.
Yeah.
That person
We
is
need
a
some-
hero of the day.
Yep.
September, we need something slightly more popular than pickle chips, but slightly less of ketchup. So, how about honey mustard chips? Those are good.
Is
Ooh,
that
I
a
like honey
thing?
mustard chips.
that a
Oh
thing?
yeah.
Never heard of those. I
Never
mean,
had- ooh,
pretzels.
yes, yes. Oh yeah, those are good too. But
The buffalo. I've had the buffalo.
Do you think people did more Doritos and went with like nacho?
I think so. I think not. Did we already do a nacho?
We
No.
haven't guessed any other Dorito flavors.
Okay, yeah, I think
other than
nacho's
the
a good
Cool
guess.
Ranch.
Yeah, because again,
Yeah.
you're talking about the tadpole, and they're not necessarily, sticking to the potato.
Careful, careful.
All right. Go with
I mean-
nacho.
What do you think,
I mean,
Brian?
come on, September.
I mean,
I'm down with
there's
it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So you guys can move on with the show.
Yeah.
I'm already texting Randy and saying, "Yep, sorry, not this week, buddy."
Yeah, I gotta let Tom know. Sorry, Tom, no tech this time. Sorry.
Chip
right.
talk. Got to go.
All right, you're going with I forgot what was all this. Oh, nacho. Is that
Nacho.
it?
Nacho.
Nacho. Just like the great song from the movie
Nacho
RRR.
Mama.
Show me Nacho.
Ah, it's a shame.
Number 15 in the list.
It's a real
People
shame.
Still do like it, just not as much as the ones they like above.
So the other salty ones I like a lot are salt and pepper. Is that on there?
Well,
All right, salt and pepper.
Yeah. I have
Salt
those.
and pepper. Let's see if we can
Is
push
here.
it real good into a win here.
There it
Show
goes.
me salt and pepper in any form.
Oh!
Number 10,
Look,
salt and
there you
cracked pepper,
go.
salt and pepper.
Those are
That
good
is
chips.
a go-to. If they don't have salt and vinegar, then that is my go-to to see if they have salt and cracked
So
pepper.
Scott guessed plain and salt and pepper, and then
salt
you
and
gave him
vinegar.
jalapeno. So
I gave
yeah.
him jalapeno
Yeah.
after a lot of citrus.
Yeah,
talk.
it was bad showing. I'm not gonna pretend.
Hello, bland man.
Yeah.
All right, running down a few more of these. Kettle chip as a flavor, even though it's really
Yeah,
a brand
yeah.
and it's a kind,
Yeah.
but was number 12. Zapp's Voodoo, number 13.
Yeah, Zapp's-
those
oh,
are
those are
fantastic.
Yeah, those are good.
Maui onion,
Oh, never had that.
cheese and onion,
Okay.
paprika,
Ew.
sun chips just as a flavor because
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
really nothing else to describe the flavor of sun chips. Chicken, your good old chicken chips from the UK, flamin' hot / red hot, smoky bacon, and someone sadly allergic to potatoes. But
Aw, no biscuit and gravy like they had a couple years ago.
which is the only one that gravy was, somebody did say gravy, but one person said gravy. No passes. Allergic potatoes was the only thing close to a pass that people.
I feel
people have
bad
talked
for them.
about. Yeah.
That sucks to be allergic. There's so much potato in our crappy American diet.
Yeah, it's what is it? Nightshade? No, is that?
Yeah, you're right. It's a
considered
it's a nightshade food, right? Nightshade, potatoes, tomatoes, and
Eggplant.
mushrooms?
yeah.
I think. Or
Oh, I didn't know that.
No,
That's
not
wild.
mushrooms. That's a
not
fungus.
mushrooms. Okay.
Eggplant, though.
Eggplant, sure.
Well, the important...
I'd be fine if I was allergic to eggplant.
I'd be all right.
Oh, no.
I already am. I'm already allergic to eggplant in theory, you know.
I'm just allergic to the emoji.
Yeah.
I'm practicing allergic to eggplant.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You're the winner. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. After this incredible upward climb to this mountain of victory, you made it, September. September, how do you feel about your win?
Woohoo!
Oh my gosh!
Qualifies, yeah.
Overwhelming positivity on the win there. Brian, remind her what she's won, and you'll send those to her.
You've won a copy of 5 Dates and Scourgebringer, courtesy of our friend Wesley.
Congratulations, Brian Dunaway. Tonight we're doing Play Retro, and from now on it is on Wednesdays. We've bumped it. Wednesdays is the new date for Play Retro, and it'll happen every night at 3:30 Mountain Time. That's about 5:30 Eastern. So please join us this afternoon for some good old-fashioned Ape Escape talk. And also kiss our butts. All right, he's out of here. We're going to now get to a song so we can take a break and get Tom Merritt in here. And that song will be presented by you because I don't know what it is. So take it away.
My gosh, you'd think that in all of this time I would have had the opportunity to prepare the information about the song that I'm going to be playing. But it's important now more than ever. That I get this together. And why am I saying now more than ever, Scott? Because by golly, that is the name of today's band. It's called Now More Than Ever, and boy, is that a very common phrase in
yeah.
Hold on a second. It's coming here. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Whew. We made it.
Jeez. Hey, this brand new album just came out this last Friday. It is the band Now More Than Ever. Their debut album is called Creatrix, Creatrix, which is not for kids. Came out via Thirsty Tigers Records. Big thanks to Grandstand Media for letting me know about this. This is a band formed by a dude from the All American Rejects, one of the co-founders of the band All American Rejects, Tyson Ritter. I guess he got rejected. Scott Chisak, also from Rejects and Panic at the Disco and Weezer. And Izzy Fontaine from the band Taking Back Sunday also works with Tegan and Sarah and Glassjaw. This is their brand new supergroup. It's called Now More Than Ever. Here is the song from Creatrix called Tragedy.
If those monkeys are left to their own devices, they will probably end up seriously changing the course of history.
Thank you for my bunghole cupcake.
This is the morning stream.
And we returned. Who was that band again?
That is the band that's the band Now More Than Ever from their brand new album Creatrix, and a song called Tragedy.
Amazing.
And what might be a tragedy is that Tom is in Hawaii. And,
he's out of town. I totally forgot.
I didn't even know.
Oh, I completely spaced it. Yeah, no kidding, right? I forgot this was their big vacation this year, and I sort of knew this, but he and I haven't talked, and I totally forgot. Gosh dang it! All right, Tom's in the Hawaii. He's not here today.
Tom is in the Hawaii, so that makes up for all the time we spent with the September.
That's right. It sure does. You know what that means? That means we can give 15 minutes to news, and then we'll bring Randy in. How about that?
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
I like that because we prepared it all. We may as well use it. So here we go.
Don't watch the news.
It's time for the news, and it's brought to you by
Joe Hafner's daily digital download. Check it out by going to tiny.cc/Joe Hafner, all lowercase. That's JoeHafner, Joe Hafner, and the daily digital download.
Yeah, go check it out. He's a listener of the show and does his own little cool daily thing, and I thought it would be cool to let people know about it. So go check it out. And good job, Joe. You're doing a good job over there. All right, we are going to proceed forth here with this news. Rolls-Royce, you know the car people? You familiar?
I am. I thought you were maybe going to be talking about the band that did Car Wash in the 70s, but you're talking about Rolls-Royce.
Yeah, this is the actual car, not the...
Rolls-Royce, the band.
No. Are they still together? Probably not.
Gosh, no. I think they all drowned in a sad car wash accident.
Automatic car washes came around, and they were like, oh, I guess we're done.
That's right. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Oh, no. Nobody's working at the car wash.
Yeah. Technology took another artist off the page. Well, anyway, Rolls-Royce, the car company, has secured funds to develop a nuclear reactor for the moon base that's coming.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I see no way this could go wrong.
Nah, it'll be fine. Look, they know cars and they know giant nuclear reactors.
Nuclear moon reactors.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Rolls-Royce has received funding from the UK Space Agency to develop a nuclear reactor for the moon base, or for a moon base. I keep saying the as if it's done. It's not.
Right.
That we know of. Anyway, the project will look into how nuclear power could be used to support a future base on the moon for astronauts. Scientists and engineers at the British company are working on a microreactor program to develop technology that will provide power needed for humans to survive, live, and work on Earth's natural satellite, otherwise known as the moon.
The moon. La Luna.
La Luna. It's where robots with Kevin Spacey's voice live.
That's right. And the Krypton criminals hang out and harass and haze our astronauts.
That's right. And there's some aliens in the core of it, right? Based on that Moonfall stupid movie.
Oh, right. Yes. There's it's full of bees. Yeah. Space bees.
Space bees. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the stupid nano space bees. That movie sucked.
It really sucked.
Anyway, all space missions depend on power sources to supply systems of communication, life support, and science experiments. Duh. Experts suggest nuclear power could dramatically increase the length of the lunar missions. The UK Space Agency has announced 2.9 million. I guess that would be pounds, because that's the sign for pounds, or is that?
Sure.
Wait, they're using.
That is pounds, yes.
Why does that look like euros to me? I mixed the two up.
Euros look like a C with a couple lines.
That's right.
Really like an E with a equals sign for middle.
Well, if America has its way, we're all going to have an S with two lines.
I see a new Taskmaster Taskville challenge. Get your partner to identify these symbols by the descriptions without using.
Yep. Here is the Vietnam dong, and that's the symbol
right,
there.
Exactly. Yen.
Yen.
It's all yeah.
Wong.
Basically, all of our money symbols are a letter with a line through it, right?
Yep.
Isn't it?
I think so. It's just
lines through it.
Something with lines through it. That's the rule. Anyway, they'll deliver an initial demonstration of a UK lunar module nuclear reactor. I guess they're going to show that here. You can't really show it on the moon.
Oh, great. That's even better.
Seems dangerous.
Let's demonstrate a nuclear reactor here that we're going to put on the moon later.
Take it from somebody who's been playing a lot of Dyson Sphere program, which is basically Factorio but with multiple planets. And this feels a lot like that. And I'm so bad at it that I really hope Rolls-Royce has the right people involved. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Top men.
Top men. The Science Minister, George Freeman, says, this is the UK Minister of Science. I don't know why I said it twice, just to rearrange the words. Space exploration is the ultimate laboratory for so many of the transformational technologies we need here on Earth, from materials to robotics, nutrition, clean tech, and more. As we prepare to see humans return to the moon for the first time in more than 50 years, we are backing exciting research like this lunar module reactor with Rolls-Royce to pioneer new power sources for lunar base. Now, here's how it'll go. Rolls-Royce will do the first one, but then Chevy and Dodge and everyone else will make a version
I was
of it.
thinking Amazon or Blue Origin come up with their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It didn't follow my whole car analogy.
I did. Ford, Chevy. Yes.
But you know what? Amazon wouldn't surprise me, because you got that Bezos guy all into space. He's into it.
That's right. Yep.
So why not have your Amazon Prime dollars go toward a giant nuke facility up there?
He's got a boner for space, and we've all seen it. We've seen him fill it with Shatner.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got that big giant penis chip full of Shatner.
That's right. Yes.
Where you go, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
He just turned 92. 92?
Why does your impersonation of him sound like he doesn't have any teeth? Like he just got pun fart right in the face.
I don't know.
Jesus.
I've eaten too many of these.
It's like Elvis Shatner. It was a little bit.
Too many banana peanut butter sandwiches or whatever.
Right, exactly.
Well, good luck to them. Here's a fun one.
Okay.
Getter's. You know Getter? You familiar with Getter?
I am not, but I'm assuming it's an app just based on the fact that they've dropped their second E.
Yeah, they did, and it's a Twitter competitor. It's like a sort of like you would. I don't know. It's like Twitter. You just do short messages and everybody looks at them.
Yeah. Where as soon as women say something, everybody just piles on and goes, "Get her!"
Yeah, get her. Now they do cater to let's say, well, a lot of anti-vaxxers like Getter. All right, I'm just putting it that way.
All right.
I'm making a judgment. Go where you want to go, but there's a lot of those.
But it's
over there.
basically like, I don't like the things the liberals are saying on Twitter. Let's come up with our own version of Twitter that's.
Well, it could be that. It could have started that way. I don't know. But it says here that the network, the actual social network Getter, wants to corner the anti-vax, pardon my French, jizz market.
Oh, well, they're talking about the kind of music in Star Wars.
Oh, of course, just jizz music. Yeah, no, that's
Jizz
totally
music,
it.
yes,
Yeah, there's some people pronounce it jazz, but these people, they refuse. They have to call it jizz.
They call it jizz, yes.
Yeah, smooth jizz, they like to call it. What's the one where you have, what's the version of jazz that's like fusion?
Okay.
Jizz fusion.
I was hoping you were going to go bebop.
Oh, no, I like bebop, but I'm not going to go there. Anyway.
You don't like fusion?
I like fusion okay. It's an occasional. I'm like you. I kind of like everything outside of like modern country.
Mm-hmm.
But
I like, yeah. I mean, I love the stuff that Andrew Allen puts together for sure, and I like improvisational jazz like that. I like bebop. I do like fusion. I like yeah.
I learned the other day. Did I
like me some Brubeck?
Did I tell you about how I learned the origin of house music? It was not what I thought it was. I figured it'd be some German or Prague club or something.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was Chicago, 1970s, in these old warehouses down there, and it was all black music, and a place where black folks would go to hear this music. And these DJs that like cornered this, this new kind of sound, this kind of repetitive electronic infused thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the podcast where I heard this. It was an amazing origin story and house music.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It started there, and then it got exported. Some of the songs got recorded, and then ended up in Europe, and it went crazy over there. Which is why I think we think of that
German
thing.
Yeah, right. Was there like dub, any influence from dub or anything like that, or did it?
No, that all came later. So
that all came later.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this house / electronic kind of driving sort of rave music has origins I would have never expected. It was it's Throughline is the name of the podcast.
NPR's Throughline is what pops.
It was great. That was a really good listen. So everyone should check that out.
That's cool. All right.
Anyway. As a big fan of that genre, it was a wake-up call for me. I had no idea that stuff was going on. Anyway.
Good. There's a link to the episode. I am clicking that, and you're going to listen to Divine Comedy later. I'm going to listen to Throughline later.
This has been a quality exchange that we've had here.
Yes.
A fair trade.
A little give and a little take. A little Alan going and a little Alan coming.
A little pitching, a little catching. Absolutely. That's right. Well, anyway, the Getter social app wants to corner the sperm market, but they want to do it from people who aren't vaccinated, is the idea. So it's not just any sperm. The proposal would see the company expand to include a marketplace on the service for semen from men who haven't taken any of the vaccinations for COVID-19. These sources familiar with the matter and a fourth briefed on the situation described serious, repeated discussions about creating an online anti-vax semen market in which unvaccinated men would self-advertise. Well, that seems dubious.
You do contain all the genetic markers for belligerence, unfortunately. Yes.
Unfortunately. And sell sperm to the highest bidder. Two of the sources say stakeholders have gone so far as to explore possible testing requirements. Some staff have also expressed skepticism internally about the feasibility of the plan, noting restrictions of semen sales in other countries and other hurdles, legal or otherwise. All four sources spoke on the condition of anonymity to describe these deliberations, one adding, "It is just too embarrassing, man," unquote.
Too embarrassing, man.
Yeah. I say go for it. I caught somebody in a lie yesterday on Twitter. I said, somebody said their hospital refused to treat them for something was wrong with their eye or something. They said their hospital refused to treat them because they were unvaccinated. And I typed, "That smells like bullshit." And he says, "Don't accuse me of making this up. This actually happened." I said, "What hospital?" He said, "I called the hospital." And I almost recorded it for the show, but I decided.
Really? Oh my God, it's great. Yeah.
And they said, "No, we let anyone in." There's no such thing as stopping people because they're not
refusing
vaccinated.
people who are unvaccinated.
Yeah, he just made it up to stir up shit.
Denials, exactly. Oh, you should have recorded for the show.
I know, I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking. It was perfect content. I should have done it. I've deleted most of the tweets because after I got done, I'm like, I'm not dealing with this guy. But he's a liar. He's a freaking liar. Why you do that? Why you get online and just say a lie for no reason other than to stir everybody up? It's too easy to prove.
You predicted it many years ago, Scott, when you said a guy on Twitter lied.
Yeah, I did. I had to be under anesthesia to do it, but I did it.
Prescient. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
By the way, is the anti-vax sperm just called Jizz Zero?
Oh, I like it. Yeah. I like it a lot. It's got no sugar either. It's good too. Gross. We're going to take a break. When we come back, no, we're not. We're taking a break. This is a habit. It's because the news is a habit. It's all a habit.
Should we play that song again? I really like it.
Instead, we're just going to add Randy to the call. And I say Randy because Nicole had an appointment and she is out today. But Randy will be here. We got 3 recommendations for you from our streaming services of choice. So sit back and relax while I play this.
Well, what do you recommend?
Yes, that's right. Time for Recommendals, where we talk about stuff we've seen via streaming services. Maybe, I don't know if you're a subtitle guy. It's fine.
Well, I am a subtitle guy.
And joining us today, Randy Jordan. Hi, Randy.
Good morning stream. How you doing? I'm
good.
Great. Thanks for asking.
Good.
It is a beautiful morning here. I am so glad I'm not allergic to potatoes. My grocery store had 10 pounds for $2.50.
Oh gosh.
$2.50 for 10 pounds of potatoes. So of course
they're practically handing it. They're practically paying you to take potatoes.
Yeah. They'll slip them into your pockets. And so I came home with 10 pounds of potatoes. That means I've been eating a lot of potatoes, and I'm very happy about that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mash them, fry them, put them in a stew.
I've been just chopping them up and roasting them in the oven with a little avocado oil and your spice mix of choice, right? So every time I'm like making a completely different meal because you just change the spices.
Yeah, but but for the record, I got your Samwise Gamgee reference there.
Oh, I know. A lot of people, I'm sure, did as well. Yeah.
Potatoes.
I think Randy did as well. He just moved right past it.
I saw the coolest thing yesterday. There's a picture of Samwise Gamgee, aka what's his name? I can't think of his name.
Sean Astin.
So in Return of the King, when he comes back to the Shire, there's a little baby there. He has a kid.
Right.
And he holds the baby, and his wife Hobbit lady is there.
That's
and
Eleanor, by the way.
Yeah. And then,
really? Okay.
Yeah. And then I heard later that this is his real daughter and his real wife. And I thought, oh, that's adorable. Well, yesterday he puts up a photo of them from the movie all hanging out. And then a shot of her graduating college like the other day, and those two standing next to her.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's so cool. I had no idea that was his actual kids. And his wife?
And his wife, yeah. Yeah, just one daughter,
crazy.
But his wife. And it's the minute you see it, you'll recognize her and go, oh my gosh, that was totally her in the movie. Anyway.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was a nice little moment there.
I'm a Lord of the Rings geek, and as such, I have to have a complaint, right, about those movies. Like every Lord of the Rings geek has something that they
here
miss
it
or
comes.
wish.
Yeah, here we go.
And
Give it to us.
For me, the only thing that I'm disappointed by in the entirety of those movies is the first time I'm watching through when they kill Saruman really early. Because I'm expecting the movies to end with the scouring of the Shire, which is like a really important thing. It's like a very dramatic thing. And they come back to the Shire and they found that Saruman has corrupted it, right?
You're right.
And then the hobbits kill Saruman. And so having him die in the Two Towers it shocked me the first time I saw it.
The good news is it's still 4 hours into the ordeal,
Oh, yeah.
It's still quite a ways.
Close to 6 hours into the ordeal, really. Because, I mean, those movies...
Those extended editions, absolutely. They're so long. So you do get a long time with Saruman, but you're right. Yeah. I think, what I think? Peter Jackson was probably like, he's probably talked about it, but he's probably like, man, I can't have a bunch of hobbits kill a wizard. That's weird.
And he also came up with a gruesome death for Saruman. Saruman falls onto like a spike of a wheel that then turns, and you slowly see his impaled body.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Wow, that is kind of awesome. Yeah, I don't remember that.
You want that kind of death, right, for a character like that, for sure. Mm-hmm. You want a good fitting death.
You do.
All right.
Well, there you go. Our Lord of the Rings catch-up moment we've had. Now we can talk about streaming stuff. Brian, let's start with your clip.
Sure.
Okay. What do you got here for a setup?
I don't even know if I need to give any setup because we might have already done it.
Oh. All right. Excellent. Here you go.
We thought our light would never dim. So when the great foe Morgoth destroyed the very light of our home, we resisted. And a legion of elves went to war. We left Valinor, our home, and journeyed to a distant realm, one filled with untold perils and strange creatures beyond count, a place known as Middle-earth.
Well, ironically,
yeah, that is the buddy cop, gritty buddy cop series.
But it's been out for 7 months. Did you just now watch
just
it?
now got to it and just now watched it, binge the whole thing through. After my rewatch of Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbit trilogy, this is what I went to afterwards. And
Gotcha.
I'm glad I did after that, because those kind of helped remind me of some of the ancillary characters, some of the settings and things from those movies that that come into play in the Rings of Power. Here is one of the weird things. Like, you go online, especially if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, you see palindromic reviews, right? The critics give it 83%. Audience score is 38%.
Whoa.
And that is like one of the biggest disparitions of numbers that I think I've ever seen on.
Well, we've talked a lot about this, right? Whenever it's this different, right, Scott? You always like it when it's the critics.
I like it when it's the
high.
critics, because I feel like critics. I like when the critics are higher. I don't like it when the audience number is so much lower than the critics one, because it tells me something's up. It tells me that I smell some poopy. I think they're over there like review bombing. They didn't like somebody's. Like, there's a black hobbit or something in this, or something.
Right,
everyone was mad about it.
No, that's exactly right. You just said exactly what the thing is.
Yeah, I hate that. I can't stand it. Like, big freaking deal. Who cares?
Exactly. And I'm going to say I am with the critics. I really enjoyed this. This is on Amazon Prime, and you do get some of the characters from Lord of the Rings, some of the people who are super old, because this takes place thousands of years before Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. And so your only people that are around there that are living that long are your elves, and you get Galadriel, kind of her origin story.
Was that her narrating, by the way, that actress? Is that her?
That was her narrating, and her name, because I had pulled this up, is
you could do it.
Morpheth Clark.
Oh my Lord, Morpheth. Yes. I like that.
Morpheth, but spelled Morfydd.
Morphid.
Morphide.
Morphide. Well, the reason I asked is because she doesn't have the breathy, slow take that Cate Blanchett does.
She gets that over time.
Yeah, there's actually a like interviews with her where she is like aping on what Cate Blanchett did, trying to sound like that, but trying to sound younger and faster and so on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how is it? You enjoying this?
I really enjoyed it. 8 episodes. They introduce characters that you think are going one way, and they turn into like they go a completely different way. You also get Elrond, who's played by. I had his name up here in front of me. Let's see. Is it
Robert Aramayo?
Robert Aramayo, who you know from Mindhunter. He was one of the serial killers in the series Mindhunter.
Oh, that's
and you look at this guy and think, wow, this guy looks a lot like Neil Patrick Harris and Doogie Howser. But
he does.
Yeah.
He totally does.
It's like Doogie Howser, Neil Patrick Harris, and a little bit of Orlando Bloom all mushed together.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit. And he's Elrond. You get some other characters, but I'm not going to spoil anything about characters that you get that you later see. In,
like there's a whole subplot around Arendir, and I always feel like he needs to be called out because he's so good.
He's great. He's the elf that he's not, because you also get Aragorn's father, who you see in the introduction of Fellowship of the Ring, with the whole story of killing Sauron, cutting off his fingers, getting the ring, etc., and then getting killed by Sauron. That's Aragorn's dad, and you get his whole intro in this series.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He also, by the way,
Aragorn,
sorry, the same guy you were talking about playing young Elrond, he was young Ned Stark in Game of Thrones as well, when they had the flashbacks.
There are quite a few people here after I watched it that I found out were also in Game of Thrones, which I didn't realize while I was watching it, but boy, yeah, they certainly do. They do borrow from that cast list.
That's interesting because
well.
it feels like this was Amazon's attempt to make their own, have some
Gamify.
prestige thing. Well, to have a prestige show like Game of Thrones, right? Like
They definitely will, and a lot of the critics say that this is Amazon's attempt for a Game of Thrones, to Game of Thronesify Lord of the Rings.
Sure.
I don't really see it. I feel like they stick to what I loved about the movies. I am one of those few people in the world who've never read any of Tolkien's books, and I feel like I should. I know it is not a statistic that I'm proud of. I'll just say that right now. And one that I will change. But so some of that hate might be, oh, you're totally steering away from the origin stories of some of these characters, or who knows what. And maybe that is the case. I don't know. But I'd love to see somebody.
I mean, it's inventing some stuff, right? Like Tolkien didn't write every possible thing.
Sure. Oh no, right, exactly.
Right. So you're seeing a whole lot of new stuff, new information.
To me, it's like the
characters that you never, you maybe were only named, and now they have a whole story.
Because these are all similar. What's the thing called?
The Silmarillion.
The Silmarillion. That's things like more like a reference book and not a book. And so
exactly, it's kind of like the Encyclopedia Middle-earthia.
It's also got huge long poems and songs and so on. What interests me is how a person like you, Brian, who hasn't read the books, could come along and watch Rings of Power and like it enough to recommend it, but you haven't even mentioned the Brandyfoots and the Proudfellows and the Burrows and the Fallen Star. Like, you haven't even mentioned the Fallen Star. His name is Adar so far.
Yes,
this show.
Right, exactly. Yeah, there's questions. We have questions about who he is.
I'd say that makes up like a third of all of these shows, and no one ever talks about that part of it.
Well, that's because they're too worried about black people. But go ahead, Brian.
Right. Yes. No, it's true. Like the Brandyfoots, the Harfoots, great characters that are introduced in this, and I was like, oh, they're hobbits, right? No, apparently not hobbits. But
started out a little different.
Connections. Yes, exactly. I really enjoy this, and if you'll definitely love the music. It's composed by Bear McCreary, who I think has done no wrong.
Name something bad he's done. You can't actually do it. It's impossible.
Can't do it. It is a impossibility. Yeah. I think the special effects for a TV show for a streaming series are movie level. They're fantastic. Very well done. Yeah, I enjoyed it tremendously.
Does it feel tonally consistent?
So good. The sound design, like it's already, in its second season, it's set to win all the Emmys.
That'd be cool.
Oh, really? Okay.
I like that Kieran Hines guy was announced he's going to be in it. He's know him as Mance Rayder from Game of Thrones. He was Caesar in Rome. He's great.
That guy has just he could just be staring on screen and not saying anything, and his damn face is so compelling.
Yeah,
so many Game of Thrones people, like basically anything where people have non-American accents now is filled with Game of Thrones people.
It's basically, let's get all the Game of Thrones people we can get. Oh, we can't get those two on Last of Us. Okay, get everybody else.
Yeah.
The Fallen Star here is played by Benjen Stark.
Oh,
really?
I didn't know that was Benjen.
Okay. Uncle Benjen,
Uncle Benjen.
Yeah, Uncle Benjen.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I need to watch it. Do you feel like I waited because Carter was gone out of the country when it happened, and we promised we'd watch together, and we just haven't done it. Yeah. Do you feel like it's tonally compatible with the Peter Jackson movies, or does it even matter? Like,
it is. But it does veer. It's like, I don't want to keep comparing it to Game of Thrones, but it is kind of, it's the Peter Jackson films with a little bit of Gravy of Thrones.
Okay, Gravy of Thrones. I like that.
Gravy of Thrones. How's that?
That's the chip. That's the chip flavor we forgot about today. Was the Gravy of Thrones?
Yeah.
It feels. Yeah. It somehow feels like it was made before the Peter Jackson films. I don't like that's
interesting.
That's kind of the point, right? Like,
they take place obviously before the Peter Jackson film.
Yeah, but there's just something about it that feels a lot more raw to me. Like it's not as polished, although there are times when you're looking at elves and like, this is too polished and shiny. But like in a lot, like Galadriel gets tossed into the ocean and then she's like swimming, and I'm thinking, gosh, this feels so like a rough cut, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. And there is a little bit of that. One of the complaints, and I kind of do see this, is the teleportation that they introduced in the last season of Game of Thrones. There's a little bit of that, but I don't have any complaint about it, especially when you're dealing with elves who, come on, they're alive for thousands of years. Can we maybe give them some sort of supernatural abilities, swimming abilities, and
sure.
We already know they can slide around on elephants and down stairwells on shields.
Yeah, we know they're parkour experts. Give them something else.
Right.
Yeah.
I also didn't mention anything about the dwarves. I think the dwarf representation and acting in this is the characters that they have for the dwarves are fantastic. Durin, man, just so.
I love the dwarves.
Great,
the dwarves are underappreciated, underrepresented, so that's good to hear.
Well, if you love dwarves, Scott, you're gonna love how these are portrayed. Because, they really go hard on what a dwarf acts like.
Okay,
they do. Yeah, it's big dwarf lore.
Yeah,
that's good. I love dwarf lore.
Yeah.
Dwarfs
anyway, it is Lord of Rings: Rings of Power on Amazon Prime. Watch the first season now, and then get ready for next year's season 2. Another 8 episodes coming in 2024.
All right, it's time for Scott to play a thing for the not squeamish out there. All right.
Oh God. Okay.
Got into a horror movie. It's been a couple of weeks because we missed one we didn't have Wednesday show last week, but this is what I watched, and I'll explain on the other end.
It's like it wears people's faces like masks.
Okay. Do you see it right now here? What happens when you do see it?
It's smiling at me. But not a friendly smile. It's the worst smile I've ever seen in my life. And whenever I see it, I just get this god-awful feeling like something really terrible is gonna happen. I've never felt scared like I do when I see it.
Laura, have you or anyone else in your family ever experienced hallucination?
It's not an hallucination. No, it's real. You don't get it. It does things to me. It causes shit to happen around me. It's taken over my whole life and my mind, and it tells me things. It told me that today's the day that I'm gonna.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
We should see what happens right after this dialogue.
Oh God, yeah, I'm sure.
The movie is Smile, and it is one of many excellent horror movies of 2022. I will die on the hill that says that 2022 is one of the greatest years for horror movies ever in the history of horror movies. And there's so many I've liked this year or this last year, but Smile came to me as a little bit of a surprise. When I saw the trailer and I'd heard about the premise, it just seemed like a lot of creepy people smiling. and obviously that means something's wrong with everybody and we're going to have to figure it out over an hour and a half or whatever, but it felt gimmicky and I wasn't sure what to think. I finally watched it. Oh, shoot. Where did I watch it? Let's see. I saw this on Prime, Amazon Prime as well.
Prime. Okay. Oh, yeah.
And it was really good and really disconcerting. And you could kind of hear it in that. The soundtrack, if you want to call it that, is this weird discordant thing.
Yeah, very atonal.
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
big
lot
time.
Like tune that instrument a little bit.
Yeah, and it really goes places and makes you feel things. The music does a lot of heavy lifting, but the movie is quite excellent. Basically, the IMDb description is short and also spoiler free. After witnessing a bizarre traumatic incident involving a patient, a psychiatrist becomes increasingly convinced that she's being threatened by an uncanny entity, and that's probably good enough to leave there story-wise. It's really creepy and has moments of like, I don't know, I was reminded a little bit of Hereditary. That the tone of Hereditary and the tone of
which is heavy stuff.
Yeah, really heavy stuff. The movie itself isn't like overly gory or anything. It's not that kind of horror movie. It's more just, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Why are we this way? What is happening in this room? A lot of dark figures just out of view in the dark. Perfect moments, perfectly accentuated by tension and music, and it's just extremely well done. big nod to Sosie Bacon.
Oh my gosh, yes. Kira Sedgwick and Kevin Bacon's daughter is in her 30s, Scott.
Yeah, she's in her 30s because they're old.
She's the younger of their children. She's in her 30s now.
And she's great in this. She's very good. She looks more like her mom than her dad, which I think is interesting.
It's pronounced Sosie Bacon.
That sounds about right.
She is in a lot of stuff lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's very, very good.
She had a big role in Mayor of Easttown.
Yep, she's great. Did either of you see, well, both of you saw Deadwood, duh. Of course you've seen Deadwood.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
The actress Robin Weigart in Deadwood, who played Calamity Jane, is an amazing character.
Oh, she's great. Yeah, and she's in a lot of stuff, too, that, like, she always pops up in places, and you're like, oh, that's Calamity Jane without the weird
and you have to
hair.
really think about it, because she doesn't.
Yes.
That Calamity Jane character is unlike anything else she's ever done. So it's like always like, I know this is familiar. Who is this? And I always have to look her up.
Yeah.
She's very good.
A lot like Margot Martindale in that way. Right?
Yes.
Where like you see her like, oh, I know her. What do I know her from?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And the answer is always season 2 of Fargo. But anyway, Caitlin Stacey plays the woman that was freaked out in that clip I played. She's not there very long, but she's incredible in it. And Cal Penn plays a character that surprised me. Didn't expect.
By the way, I'm ready to vote on the next Daily Show host, and I would like it to be Cal Penn.
You want Cal Penn to do it? I don't know. He was. I saw part of his. It was all right. I don't know if it didn't blow my mind.
He's the best so far in these tryouts, and already I'm ready for them to get rid of Al Franken. Al Franken is not right for this.
Oh, I didn't know Al Franken even did it.
Yeah, I didn't know he was doing that either.
He's doing it this week, right now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Well, give him a chance. Let's see how he pans out. This isn't really tryouts, though, is it?
It kind of is.
Is it?
Yeah, almost every person that's guest hosted has said, I really want this job.
Oh, weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did not know that. Well, anyway, it's called Smile. It's really good. This Parker Finn guy, someone to keep an eye on. He wrote and directed it. And if you like horror movies and you like really unsettling concepts, I think Smile might be your jam. And it also does a really good job. I love a horror movie that is not afraid to end in a way that it isn't happy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
I respect it because it's hard. I think we as an audience, if you test us especially, we all think, oh, no, I want her to live, or I want him to make it, or I want the one guy of the 7 campers to get out of there alive. And there is something to it, and it's fine that it exists. But once in a while, I like it when a horror movie subverts those expectations and F's with your brain and like leaves you going, oh, man, really?
Not a spoiler. Ends horribly. Not a spoiler.
Yeah, not a spoiler.
Now let's talk about the end of Blair Witch Project for a minute.
Yeah,
right, there you go. Yeah.
That's a good example. So is a lot of found footage ones do, but the movie Quarantine is a great example of this.
The ending of The Mist, as somebody brought up, that's a great example of worst ending you could think of.
Absolutely, and I love it for it, right?
I do really like it when somebody survives and they the sun is coming up and they're covered in blood and they're carrying a broken axe and they're walking away and they've made it.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's an okay thing, but once in a while, I like to have my expectations pummeled. And if it's done, if it's done correctly, I respect it. Anyway, Smile's awesome. It's not for people who don't like horror movies. Okay, so don't get in if you're that person. Stay away from this.
Yeah.
But if you like this sort of thing, good deal. And it's got a bacon in it. 1 degree of separation from Kevin Bacon.
There you go. Oh, look at that. Yeah, like not even one, like a half a degree.
That's right. Let's get to Randy's recommendation. Randy, do you have a setup for what you got here?
I needed some comfort food this week. And so I rewatched something that came out about 7 years ago. It's a little fun series. It's on HBO. And it's about a man who is young and getting a divorce. And he's basically finding his life is hitting rock bottom. And he wants to be a stand-up comedian. And he's in the middle of the night having a slice of pizza with a pretty famous stand-up comedian. And play the clip.
All right, here we go.
Then we went to Christian college. Of course. Everybody pairs off when you graduate. Really? It's just what you do. I've literally never done anything without her. She found our apartment. She supports me.
Wait a minute, she supports you, you mean emotionally?
No money.
She supports you financially, your wife?
Yeah.
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
No, it's like a wife supporting a guy in medical school.
How is it like that?
It's like
at the end of medical school, you're a doctor. You start at about $900,000 a year.
At the end of this, I'll be a comedian. I'm in training.
Maybe. There's no guarantee.
What do you mean? You did it. That's the dream. You talk, you think of something.
I'm your dream.
You're my dream. Are you kidding me?
You're dreaming of this.
You're Artie Lang.
Right, exactly.
What do you
You
mean?
said that like I was Jessica Lang.
This is Crashing, and if you haven't seen it, guys, please watch this show. It's so nice and fun, and it is a little bit wicked and stressful at times, but it's you have to like Schitt's Creek, you have to like start at the bottom of these people and work your way out. And this is a Pete Holmes show. Pete Holmes created it, and he stars in it as a young comedian who is working his way up from doing open mics. And his wife initially dumps him for the worst person you could ever imagine having your wife go to, and it's funny. It's just funny.
Is it Artie Lang? Because that seems like to me would be the worst person.
No, it's way worse.
Even worse than that.
Every little thing in this show is so thoroughly thought through.
Yeah.
He starts out married to Lauren Lapkus.
Oh my gosh, I love her so much.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah.
And if you ever wanted to see her naked,
oh geez, all right. Hello.
I ever did, but
it's very R-rated. It's a very R-rated show.
Yeah.
It's called Crashing as a triple entendre. It's about him basically crashing on people's couches because he no longer has a wife and a home, and so almost every episode he is crashing on Artie Lang's couch, then TJ Miller's couch, then Sarah Silverman's couch, and so on and so on. And
when you first posted that this was going to be a recommendal, I got really excited because I was realizing, oh my God, I never recommended that awesome Phoebe Waller-Bridge British comedy series that sadly never got a second season.
Yeah.
So now I guess I need to watch this one because I was excited, like you say, oh yeah, comedy from about 7 years ago. I was thinking, oh yeah, that was about 7 years ago. Yay! Oh no, it's this one. Oh no, I've never seen this one.
Wow.
Well, this was an HBO production, so it's presumably going to remain on HBO Max.
Well, we can hope.
Yeah,
Vinyl.
And the thing is, it's Pete Holmes as Pete Holmes, and he's really good at this. Like
he plays him, literally plays himself, right? Like that. He is the character.
It is not autobiographical, but it feels like it.
It's like Seinfeld. He's called Jerry Seinfeld, and he is called Pete Holmes in this show, but it's not about either of them in real life. It's just
kind of. And by the way, this isn't that different than Fleabag. I mean, this has some stuff in common, with Fleabag. But I mean, they all do. Anytime you have a character study about a funny, individual, like this is what you get. I just find it comfort food. It's like every episode there's a different famous comedian that he's trying to like learn something from, and he's slowly making his way up from, like I say, the bottom of bottoms. It's just really funny.
That's cool.
And Pete Holmes, like I say, he's never going to be the greatest comedian in the world. You're never going to meet people who know Pete Holmes. Like he's very like middle,
Yeah.
But this is perfect for him. It's exactly what it needs to be.
Well, you had me at Laura Lapkus.
Lauren Lapkus is so funny all the time. We've mentioned Zach Cherry before. He's from Severance. He is one of all of these like comedians that you didn't really know were stand-up comedians keep popping into the show, because like Pete Holmes will like go into a comedy club and sit with some comedians, and you're like, oh, that's that woman who does that voice on The Great North. It's like that.
Oh, Dylan from Succession. Okay, he's great.
By the way, that woman from that does that voice on The Great North is Aparna Nansharla, and she is so freaking funny. It just like it goes on and on and on. There's
so I know
all of these.
I know Brian mentioned this the UK thing, but is it like a straight across like redo?
Not even a little bit. No, the crashing, the UK crashing is about a bunch of about a bunch of squatters who crash in an old hospital.
Oh,
like
that's
crashing in an old hospital.
That's a totally different concept.
Totally different. Like also the double entendre of crashing, because they're all crashing in their life, but very Fleabag funny.
So this is just like the word. It's ironically, it's like the movie name Crash. There's like 4 different movies called Crash.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with
Yeah.
each other.
Nothing
Okay,
to do with
Right.
each other.
This is actually this series is older than the UK series, and
is it really? I thought.
and-
God, I
Is
thought
it?
the UK one was older.
I did
And
too.
the reason I started watching this is because Pete Holmes was on Night Court. Pete Holmes appears as Abby Stone's boyfriend, fiance, whatever. Like, and he's a character that's been mentioned in every episode up until the most recent one. And finally, we get to see it, and it's Pete Holmes. And it's like he's just so, I don't know. There's something about him that's unique, and it just like really got me wanting to rewatch Crashing.
For the record, Crashing UK 1 year earlier than this, so they're pretty much kind of parallel, almost the exact same time. So this one is slightly older, or newer, I should say.
Newer. Yeah. Here's the deal: you can't go wrong. Search for Crashing. Watch everything that comes up streaming wise, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
The episodes where Pete Holmes is crashing on Sarah Silverman's couch, which she does not want, are just classic. Seriously.
Yeah.
Please watch.
Well, there you have it. That looks great. I would like to see it, and meant to anyway. I like Pete Holmes. I like Pete Holmes in TV shows and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love his stand-up. I don't know why. I tried to watch a whole stand-up from him, and it just kind of bugged me. I don't know why.
This show will make you like his stand-up because he's playing himself as a really bad comic.
Okay.
And like, so the jokes that he tries to tell on the show are so bad that when you go and watch his actual professional stand-up, you're going to go, oh, that's really funny. Seriously. Trust me.
All right.
Do this.
I'm trusting you.
Watch Crashing and then
trusting
go see him on Conan or something.
Okay.
And he's so much funnier.
What's that
than
thing?
his character.
What's that thing he did where he played Professor X and he would like interview potential new X-Men and he would kick him out because they sucked or whatever? Like he didn't like Scott Summers because anytime he's like, well, you're gonna take your glasses off and fry one of us by accident or whatever. I don't know what this is from.
I don't know what that is, but that's kind of funny.
There's some series of these, and I've only seen clips of it here and there. Like a TikTok will show up once in a while, and I don't know what it is, but it's funny as hell. It's really good, and the bloopers of it are even better. And I don't know what it is. Someone in the chat will fill us in. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know.
It was a college humor series.
Is that what it was?
Okay, that would make sense. Sure.
Oh, okay. So YouTube thing, college humor thing. Okay. Well, anyway, it's very funny if you ever get a chance to see it. All right. Well, there you have it. Those are our 3. Brian's put those up on quicktms.li. They're already there.
They are there and ready for you to click on and enjoy.
That's right. Randy Jordan, a.k.a. Randy Jordan. Always a pleasure.
Guys, get ready for Film Sack this week. We're watching Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
I love it. Get your
I feel
Shirley
like
Bassey.
we're on such a run. Like with movies like Walking Tall and Breakdown, I just feel like I'm loving these movies.
Yeah, they've been great. Breakdown was such a great surprise. It was my first view, and I loved it. So if you missed that episode last week, check it out. This week it'll be Goldfinger. That'll be this weekend. Bye, Randy. All right. Well, we did it, Brian. We completed another loop around the deal,
Lasted one more show. They never thought it could be done. We'd never see 2440, but we saw it, and we conquered it.
Take that, naysayers.
Yeah.
Quick shout out. We have a person in our chat and in our community called Stephen Forrester, and his wife just had big time hardcore back surgery. I believe it was back. And she's did well and is recovering, but just want to wish them the best while you're going through your convalescence there. Nobody wants surgeries of any sort.
God, no kidding.
The only kind that you really want are the ones where like people are like, I need to put a big 2 horns on my head and put some funky ribs on my back or whatever.
I would argue you don't want those. You might think you want those for a brief second, but you don't want those either.
No,
you don't want those.
How many 70-year-olds do you see walking around with fake horns in their head? None is the
exactly.
answer.
I worry about the 70-year-olds who are going to have these long, droopy earlobes.
Those are going to go all the way down, dude.
Yeah. I'm going to start 3D printing little earlobe holders for people who take out their gauges and just want a little compact thing to roll up their earlobes and put them in.
Yeah, because you're going to need to at some point. Either that or cut them out, and then you're going to look even weirder. So anyway, good luck to you on that. But Stephen, and we hope you and your wife are doing well, especially her. During your time. Brian, let's get out of here. A quick note, patron folks, if you are out there listening, you already know how much we appreciate you and we love making content for you. If you want all the extra content they get, then sign up today at patreon.com/TMS. I think I'm going to do a contest in there today for a giveaway.
Nice.
That will not be available to the rest of the public, so watch for that, patrons. And if you join today...
There's your purpose for $1 a month right there. You might win something.
Yeah, you sign up today, you'll be eligible for the win. It's that simple. So check it out, patreon.com/TMS. For all other inquiries, head on over to frogpants.com/TMS. Brian, let's get out of here. What do you got for me to play us out?
And I'm also going to say, just for the record, you guys with gauges, totally fine. I'm not making fun of you. And if you come up and see me in Vegas in a month, I'm going to give you a big old hug, and I'll try not to get my hands caught in your droopy earlobe.
Nobody wants Brian's pinky in their air hole. Nobody wants it. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. All right, let's get to request. I promised you something more uplifting than our last two requests, and by golly, I'm gonna deliver today. James Hartman wrote in, said, "Hey, Sam and Bilbo, I turned 43 this year."
Congratulations.
Let's party.
Nice.
Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and relive the good old days. Back to the good old days. But I have it pretty good. Wife, kids, job. I wouldn't change a thing. I think this song is a cool tribute to the past, the present, and the future, whatever it may hold. Love the show, though. James.
Nice.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah, thanks, James.
This song will hearken you back to a trilogy that may forever remain as a trilogy. And I'm talking about Back to the Future. How about a song by I Fight Dragons covering the great bard Huey Lewis, and a song called The Power of Love?
The great bard. I think
the great
he is.
Bard.
I love him, so I will not argue with that classification. I think that's great.
He told us, he let us know that it was totally hip to be square.
Yeah,
and
that guy.
Yes.
That song's better than people think it is. I like that song.
It is, for sure.
Anyway, here it is. Thanks for that. Be back tomorrow with a brand new episode of a Thursday edition of the show. Wendy should be here, I believe. She's on, and Amy. So look forward to our special guests and our usual bunch of bullcrap. It'll be tomorrow on TMS. That'll be it for us today, though. We'll see you then.
If you like what you just heard, there's a very good chance you will like all the shows on the Frog Pants Network. Get more at frogpants.com.
Oh, how do you do?
Yeah.
I like the switch up. It did not sound like